Hey everybody, Dan God of Thunder here yet again. This is another video of the preview for Season 7 Smite. This is about the state of Conquest and moving forward. Conquest is the primary competitive mode in Smite, no shit, because all of your other modes are fucking garbage for competition. Competitive mode, gameplay is always evolving, and by that we mean one Apex Predator takes over and then eats the competition for lunch at the SPL level. Conquest stat review. Most played in-game mode in Smite when it comes to actual in-game playtime. Yeah, that's because your games are twice as long as every other fucking mode. Did you not pick up on this? Really? Really, guys? Your average Conquest game is much longer, so no shit, it's going to be the most played mode. Conquest is the third most played sorted by unique players, with Joust at 1, Arena at 2. I'm surprised Assault isn't higher, but I think I know why. Because you have to have a level 15 a fucking account in order to fucking play. We'll talk about that later. It means that Conquest is played by a slightly smaller pool of total lunatics, but those who tend to play are whales, is what they're saying. Please keep giving high-res money. Season 6, they had the Totem of Coup, which actually was good. I actually really liked that as a solo laner. I also really liked that as a mid laner. Primal Fury and Oni Fury. I still think that should be a predictable pattern of Furies. I have never liked and still do not like how it is a random Fury every time. In my opinion, it should be gold, Oni, gold. Every other one should be gold, and then rotating between Oni and Primal, so it's always predictable. So every odd-numbered Fury is gold, and every even one alternates between Oni and Primal. That's how I think they should have done it. But anyway, Conquest Season 7, Invade meta. That thing that fucking took over the game at the pro level. Early invades have one major problem. They break the intended pacing of a match. The strategy immediately raises the stakes, causing wins and losses to be determined too early. Generally results in a stressful experience that feels more influenced by randomness than skill. No, invading takes skill. Jungle and mid feeling less impactful. Is that because people are fucking... People are idiots. Junglers were intentionally nerfed due to their ability to snowball a game. No shit, because if you can rotate and gank everything, then you will fucking win. The game is still based off of who has the better jungler. I don't know where they come up with mid feeling unimpactful. They're also wrong. It's really whoever has the best jungle mid is going to win most of your games. As a solo player, I can tell you that. Like, most of the time, it's really boils down to whoever has the best jungler is going to win. Duo lane, not at all resembling support ADC duo lane. Yeah, that's accurate. Solo laners can't solo kill each other. Also accurate. New consumable, Hand of the Gods. Jungle Clear Relic as a consumable with functionality changes. It's extra protection against invades. Cannot deals jungle at a small area around you. You can only carry one at a time, so you can have this or one of your potions or wards. This damage effect does not damage enemy camps or jungle bosses, so I guess it's only on your side. But it is increased by Assassin's Blessing. It's flat, doesn't scale. So the first question is going to be how much is that flat damage? But this is the equivalent of 2 potions, so you can start off with Assassin's Blessing, Mace 1, and Hand of the Gods. But that's going to leave you a little bit on the weaker end to do rotations and ganks. Unless, again, unless you have really good clear or somehow sustain. I don't know how I feel about it. Because it's putting you... I think it's essentially putting you behind to start the game. I think it puts you behind compared to having potions. But who knows? I could be wrong on that. I guess it will secure it. There's going to be some other changes, again, that I'll bring this back up on. New starter relic, Vision Shard. Each player's inactive relic slot, the one you get at 12, will have a shard in that place. Activating this places a shitty ward at the target location on a 2-minute cooldown. This isn't going to help invade meta. The problem was never, are they coming? The problem is not, we didn't know we were going to get invaded. You knew you were going to get invaded, and the problem was stopping it. So being able to see someone doesn't do shit when you know it's coming. This player, they're less likely to fall victim to risky or aggressive ganks in the early game. Yeah, that's true. The problem is that you only have one of them, and the other problem is players still need to use it. Might also help familiarize more players with the joys of warding, as it will be applied in all game modes. I have a couple of questions about this. I did ask Kitten of Doom, one of the Olympians, and she did not get back to me on, does this count against your 2 ward cap? So is it going to be Vision Shard plus 2 wards, or is it going to be Vision Shard and 1 ward? In which case, this kind of sucks. However, I'm also curious as to what happens at level 12. Does this immediately vanish at level 12? Or do you have to override it with a purchase? Because I can foresee in lower level games, people not realizing they have a second relic, keeping this throughout the whole game. That's bad. I think that's very unhealthy for Smite. That won't happen at the high level of play, but most of us suck at this game, and we're going to have to deal with idiots who keep the Vision Shard in a 45 fucking minute game. Have you ever had a game where someone fucking kept their blessing for 50 minutes? So the question is going to be, at level 12, does this go bye-bye? I think it should. And if it does, that's fine. New objective, Jungle Shrine. This is going to be between the yellow buff and the back harpies. Is there any space in between those two? I don't think there is. They want the jungler to be more impactful, like the Totem of Ku. Again, they're trying to target a problem that was never there. Gives you gold, so that's going to mean that the games are a little bit faster. Yellow buff is going to spawn, at 20 seconds instead of 23, making the mid laners have enough time to go to their minions. That actually was a problem, because as a mid laner, you want to drop your primary ability to hit all 3 minions and then run. And sometimes you would lose a creep in mid. And you need to get the assist experience off of the speed buff, along with all 6 minions to hit level 2. So yeah, they were right, that can happen. So I don't really have an issue with this. Mid-Harpy pathing and experience camp changes. So this is actually more in countering the invade meta than anything else. This is going to make it exponentially harder. So, okay, let me at least talk about this first. Mid-Harpies on the Gold Fury side have a now different jungle path. They now have a mid-Harpy here that favors the home team's mid laner. So now there's 3 mid-Harpy camps. So this means if you're playing here on Chaos side, you have easy access to this Harpy, and Order side does not, because they have to basically just go in front of your tower line and risk it, and then they have to go back out, or they have to go around. This also means that you don't have this channel here to then go invade speed. You don't have this channel here to go invade, sorry, not speed, red. You can't do this path anymore to go to red. You now have to cut through here, or you now have to cut through here. And so this is going to be a lot harder to invade red, because either you have to go all the way the hell out by Gold Fury, which can still get caught out if someone's taking the Oracle Harpies, or you have to basically cut in front of their tower. Either way, it's going to be a lot harder, so it's going to be reducing the amount of red invades. And I don't know how I feel about that, because I feel like that's actually, while it is incredibly impactful, I don't think that really sets the tone of the game. I don't really think that's random or sets the tone too early. If you're better at invading and you're more skillful, you're going to win them. And I say that as a player who's just not very good at it. Like, I know I'm not. I don't really like it on this side. I think it should, if you're going to do this, and I understand why, because you want mid lane to get more consistent access to farm, they should have swapped this over to this side. And it makes it harder to invade speed, which was already supposed to be difficult, but it makes it more accessible to red. They're now adding, this is actually a good, I really like this change. There's going to be a single Elder Harpy here, so this gives the duo lane more things to do. And it's gonna. This was kind of a dead part of the map anyway. Not a lot happened here, and now there's gonna be more reason for people to stop here. More reason for things to go on. I like this change. I like them adding more active elements in this area. Purple buff is now going to spawn at the same time as yellow at 20 seconds. And the reason they want to do that is to force the support over there. So they want support and ADC to clear it before they hit the minion wave. Sorry about that. I don't really care about that either way. I think it's okay. Whatever. Health pots won't stack with health chalice. Multi-pots will. Baron's brew, I believe, will. Another question that was not clarified is what happens if you try to use a health chalice while you have a health pot stack going, or vice versa. Will it mute itself out like it's silenced, so you cannot fire both, or does it do both and tell you to fuck off? That part's not known. Hopefully it just silences it out, so you can technically use 8 potions, but only one at a time. So they think this is going to make solo laners more likely to die early, which I guess they're right. So we'll see, hopefully. Effects of all 4 jungle buffs are going to be adjusted. Jungle camps are going to be tankier. Experience split's going to be more. Totem of Ku is going to probably get nerfed. Blessings will be nerfed and all of that. So I don't know how I feel about this. So they now are going to make the purple buff spawn earlier, but they're going to add Hand of the Gods. The question is going to be how many people have to get this item now? Is the ADC going to have to get this to start the game? Are they going to make the support open with this and then they take the hits and the carry gets the experience? Probably. So now the supports are going to be even further behind because they had to burn 100 gold. Now, are you trading out 100 gold just so you can secure your own farm? How much further ahead are you compared to someone who doesn't get it? You know, I think those are all some really big questions moving forward. Are you in a better position just by invading anyway, picking someone who has something like a Bakasura eat, something like that can fuck someone over? Or again, you can still probably work with Hercules, who has lots of damage and a stun on one ability at level 1. So we'll see. I'm not convinced this has fixed the invade meta. I like the other changes to make mid lane farm a little more consistent. I like the changes to try to push support back into duo lane rather than endlessly trying to farm. Hopefully that gives them something better to do than invade. I do worry that it might just make the ADC more of a snowball lane. That could happen. So we'll see. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Make sure you hit subscribe, turn on notifications. I don't know, give me money, whatever. Either way, take care. If you're watching this on the day this comes out, hope you had a great New Year's. I will see you all in a bit.